I'm like spinning. So, okay. I think the big thing for me is that my background with the Born is so language focused, but the Fulbright really is about like life experience, or like some of them are research things. Like you knew Spanish going into it. So it wasn't so much about learning the language. It was about like kind of having life experiences with it.
Because the language was a requirement. I don't know how it was for you, but in order to get certain grants, like you had to either have a beginner, some didn't require any, but beginner, intermediate, or advanced level of Spanish. And this one was like an advanced level because they're placing you at a Mexican company. So it's like if you don't speak, you're gonna
Yeah.
struggle.
Okay, so you already had to be very advanced level in Spanish. And then I mean, obviously your own personal life, like growing up with like that dialect of Spanish, like what a great alignment. That is so
It
cool.
was.
Afterwards, like what was your biggest takeaway on your flight home? What were you like, what did I just do? Or like how, like my life is so different now. Like what were your thoughts on your flight home having that experience?
I couldn't believe it was over. I was just
You're
like,
like, no.
I know, like, land, please. I was like, I feels like I waited my whole life for this type of experience, like making it through college and then to be done and having continued my Spanish language journey all the way through and to be able to finally be in the country where I learned the Spanish. I was able to celebrate like big celebration traditional cultures in Mexico too. It was just like, I can't believe that it's actually over. So it really felt rewarding. I was grateful that I didn't give up. I mentioned talking to your advisor was great, but at times my advisor was like, I don't think you really want this. Like, you don't seem like you're putting in as much effort as you want. And again, that's because I don't know. I was, I guess, frazzled a little bit at the beginning of the process because I was like, what is it that I want to do? No one has ever pitched for market research, so I was still in kind of like an unknown space. So she was just like really that pillar that was like, girl, if you want this, you need to do more research. You need to really work for this. And I was like, okay,
Just
not
like
that I didn't want to
BFFR.
work, but it's just
It
like,
was like, girl, what
ah,
is this?
I know, literally. So, yeah, it just felt like all that hard work paid off, and I was just so glad. And while I was there, I was able to travel a lot too. So a lot of solo trips and stuff throughout the country of Mexico, and just knowing different ways of living, different jargon that's used in different parts of Mexico. And it was all really great. I would go back in a heartbeat, but I've been home. I know you asked like at the beginning, like where am I based, but I'm in Sacramento right now in California. And I've just been reflecting, and I'm going to hopefully do a scrapbook with all my experiences in the coming
Oh, you
months.
should
So
while
I'm
it's so
excited.
fresh.